Hi, I'm Becky Goldsmith with Piece of Cake, and I'm going to show you the hand quilting stitch, the one where you rock the needle. When I was a new beginner, it was a mystery to me, and it might be a mystery to you. So give me a minute and I will show you how to do it. I've threaded my needle with a 12 weight thread, 12 weight cotton, and it's very high contrast. When I bury my needle and thread, I want to make sure that it doesn't shadow through. So I've got a small knot there. I'm following this line of quilting so that I can hide that tail. I'm going to pop the knot under the quilt top and swish the tail in. Here we go. On the underside of the quilt, I'm going to sew into either this finger or this finger. I've got my thimble on the middle finger of my dominant hand, my right hand. I'm going to put the needle straight down, perpendicular through all the layers. My thimble will be placed on the eye of the needle. I've got my underneath finger under the point of the needle. As I rock the needle back, I'm pushing up with my underneath finger and pushing down with the thumb in front of the stitch. I'm pushing forward with the thimble to push the tip of the needle through the fabric about a stitch length. Now I'm using big thread and I'm making bigger stitches. Pull this through because I'm doing big stitch quilting. If I was using finer thread with a smaller needle, my stitches would be smaller and closer together. So it's the same thing. The tricky part is getting your hands to work together. When you push the needle down and you feel the point of the needle on your underneath finger, you're either going to get a callus, or for a little while until you get a callus, it could hurt. You can put finger protectors on your underneath finger, but you're really better off to develop a callus. So I'm pushing down, my bottom finger has dropped. As I bring the needle back and advance it forward, I'm pushing up with the underneath finger, down with my thumb in advance, pushing the needle forward, rocking down, dropping the underneath finger as I push the needle down, push up with the underneath finger, push the needle through with the thimble, just like that. And then you do it again and again. Now, you're in charge of this. I mean, you're the boss of what you're doing. If you want to make longer stitches, you can do that. If you want to do longer stitches with shorter spaces between them, that's up to you. You're drawing with thread, and at the same time, you are holding the layers together. So, however you decide you want your stitches to look, that's what you sew. And the motion to make those stitches stays the same no matter what. That rocking stitch doesn't change. So last time, you push the needle through the layers. The thickness of the layers helps hold the needle straight up so that you can position your thimble, push up with the bottom finger, drop the bottom finger, drop the needle, and back up. That's the rocking stitch. This thimble is unusual in that you wear it like a cuff on your finger, and because I have arthritis in this finger, it works really well for me. A more traditional thimble that you might wear is one that has an open place with a ridge at the end, and when you use a thimble like this, you push with the end of your finger. It's the same motion, but a different portion of your finger is doing the pushing. So if you don't have arthritis, or even if you do, you might find this more traditional thimble to be comfortable or you might like one that's more like a cuff. Just know that there's many options out there. So I hope you enjoyed this tip. I hope you enjoy your hand quilting. I hope to see you again at the next AQS show. Happy stitching.